Welcome everyone to the stream tonight. Surprise stream. I just felt like streaming, so I thought I would come on and just, do AMA, ask me whatever you want. I'll go over a few things too, but yeah, I'm still on my ChatGPT kick. We'll be having some fun with it, and yeah, I just thought, why not? Richard Hart, AMA, asked me about the big man himself. And again, RHMaxi here. I like to talk about Richard. Should probably talk about him more. I don't talk about him enough. I don't think. I realized that recently. I'm like, I don't talk about Richard enough, so I'm willing to answer questions about genius, billionaire, founder, Richard J. Hart. So let's talk about him. Look at that. Let's see, what did he tweet about recently? What's up, Godfather J6? Good to see you, man. What did Richard tweet about recently? Let's see. Anything interesting about crypto? Let's see. Let's scroll a little bit. Being sober is awesome. It's like superpowers everyone. That's actually, I like that. This happens on Linux systems very often. What is he talking about? File system case is a bad choice. Yeah, case sensitive file systems is kind of, I don't know. I don't know if I have a strong opinion either way on that one. Anywho, also I will be on Ben Dubard's show tomorrow. If you guys are interested, sometime I can't remember when, in the afternoon, I believe. So come see me on the show. Yeah, go sub to Ben if you want. He's making helpful crypto content. It says his bio. What's up, Crypto Gains Club? Good to see you here. Good to see you. Love the top hat. Drew Step. What's you still got it? Still got it? I don't know if you got one of the Wattses or not, but if you do, that yield, baby, that yield is looking good, huh? I know. I love my Wattses. My Wattses, I think that'll be one of the few things I ever part with. I have my giveaway stash of Wattses, and I have my own stuff. So I got one or two more to give away. I think I got two more to give away on the show. We'll be doing a Wattsa AMA, just a show primarily about Wattsa. We'll be talking about Hedron stuff too, but Sloth will be here, GIF, and Blue Bum, and Cryptographics. Joined by some legendary Hedron crew. So yeah, everyone who's making TikToks out there, you may want to keep doing that. It seems to be working. Furu Finance has started a revolution of the TikToks. See if ChatGPT is working. Let's see. Let me know what you guys want to see. I'll think of some stuff to ask too, but calm is ripping. Yeah, communist token. Yeah, giving away free to stakers. I haven't heard anything bad about it, as far as I know. So interesting. See what kind of price performance it has. If you would think about, okay, what is a lot of people don't like, you're only giving coins to hex people. It's such a small community. You're not able to cross communities and get other people, do this sort of marketing technique, get other people in. You're only rewarding the echo chamber. That would be like the criticism, I guess. But on the plus side, free coins for hex holders. It encourages. I watched Crypto Coffee's video on it, which is really good, by the way. Very informative, and it rewards new stakers. Was one of the conclusions from it too. So I do like that. So that'd be one anecdote from, it only rewards hexagons and it doesn't reach over to other crypto ecosystems to market. It rewards new stakers. It seems to more than old stakers. So that's cool. I like that. That's a cool thing they built in. Cool little game theory thing for the promotion of hex. What's their special treatment? Very carefully. I know. When I see them being burned, I'm just like, why? But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, I do enjoy that. So ChatGPT, let me know if there's anything y'all want me to ask. I went through a whole stream. If you missed it, I recommend it. Game changer. You need to sign up. You need to use this. It'll write code for you. It'll write tweets for you. It'll write songs for you. Legit. Let's see. Write me a screenplay for a viral TikTok video about X crypto. Explainer. Okay. Fade in. Modern office, international modern office, I guess. See a close-up shot of computer screen display of a hex cryptocurrency pulled back. We see Jenna, 20-something influencer, saying at the desk, "Hey guys, welcome to this too." Okay. Jenna's sitting on a couch holding up her phone, recording TikTok video. So what is hex? Cut to on a computer screen. Pays interest to holders. That's right. Just by holding your hex, you can earn more hex. Well, you got to stake it. So you're close, though. You're close, Jenna. You're close. This is pretty good. It's pretty good. This is just, from scratch screenplay. This doesn't exist anywhere. It's not pulling it from any data source. It's just smartly pulling a bunch of different data sources and then figuring it out. So there you go. There's a TikTok video on its own. Drew Step, I love the idea of TikToks and short vids on PulseChain. The idea I had every time is you guys stream a 5-minute video for slot for basic hex talk. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, that's not, you kind of got to balance that with, having people staying on, I don't know. Not a bad idea. Cannot say that is a bad idea, Drew Step. Yeah. Because if everyone started doing that, and we have 4 or 5 minutes to cut from all kinds of different hex streamers' videos, that would make it easier. Nice to see you. What else we got? Write a song about PulseX. Let's do a rap song. Listen up, y'all. I got a story to tell about a crypto making waves, ringing bells. It's called Pulse. It's got the whole scene hyped with fast transactions. So got competition licked. That didn't quite rhyme, but see, it's doing Pulse. I asked for PulseX though. It's got a low supply and a high demand. You know something we don't know? Was there a supply change? All right, I say no. I said PulseX, not PulseChain. And a song about PulseX. See if it does it. AI bars are not there yet. Yeah, I know. I like what the fix a t-shirt. Yeah. I recorded a short recently that I want to turn into a TikTok video. And I still need to edit it and stuff, but it's in the vein of Tai Lopez. And the knowledge, you guys remember the knowledge video? If you don't, go search for Tai Lopez knowledge. It's hilarious. But I did one like that, but with instead of knowledge, I was like, I did knowledge, but also I thought about saying, what's better than Lambo in the garage? T-shares, but I didn't do that one. I thought about it though. I did knowledge and I went on about T-shares, so it'll be pretty good. PulseX making the moves. PulseX break the rules. PulseX Resident's not never going to stop. Yeah, you don't have a lot of context with PulseX, which there's not a lot of information about it. He can write a song about it though. He can write a song. What are Richard Hart's top 10 outrage, marketing, stores to shop at. See what it can tell me, if anything. Sorry, I'm not aware of any particular list of top outrage marketing. What is Richard Hart's favorite luxury stores to shop? Let's see that. Failing. Yeah, it's gonna be funny. I think so. I think it'll come together pretty well. So much fail right now, ChatGPT. Let's go to Richard though. Let's go back to Richard. Again, anyone out there? I'm probably only going to go for another 15 minutes or so. I just want to come in for a minute because I just felt like streaming. I'm just going to Google for Richard Hart. See, the SEO is pretty good for his stuff. Pretty good. Very searchable, force for good in the world. When you see that, it's like, interesting. I want to click that link. Ooh, there was apparently an article on Crypto Slate. Hex founder Richard Hart teases coming PulseChain launch. See, we need people. Samuel Wan, thank you for covering this. See, don't thanks for the ads though, but took to, yeah, somebody said when I have 500,000 views, was it? Or 500 million? I can't remember. Ton of views, that screenshot though. Well, I can just go to his Twitter and see. It's cool on Twitter now, you can see the views. That's cool. So let's go down to this 500,000. Yeah, there you go. View. I like that new feature, Twitter. It's pretty cool. This is a nice article. PulseChain's intentions to build a better version of Ethereum. Key changes. PRC24 standard, PLS token, staked validation and yield. This is telling a good story for PulseChain. Scam rumors given PulseChain. Let me label screen. Commander, PulseChain's EMV for big scam to lock up your tokens. I like how they can't even come up with something good. It's like big scam to lock up your tokens. It's like, first of all, I don't even know what, like, I don't know what you're referring to lock up the tokens. Is that like, do you not think locking up tokens to earn more is a good thing? I like how the arguments aren't even that sound when you're trying to attack it. What do they even mean? So bad to lock up your tokens. Is it? That's like a universally known good thing. Pretty universally known there. Interesting. I'm not sure you're quite sure your angle on that. Yeah, I like it covering the FUD. I like it covering this. So Samuel Wan, thank you. Don't know if you're Hexagon or not, but appreciate you covering this. I mean, unique individual sect. That's a good question. How many people have sacrificed? It'll fix the spelling. Sacrificed. Oops. For PulseChain. Should know this. That's 2021 data. Oh, you're killing me. What's better? How many hex holders are there? If it knows anything, any blockchain stats. It's not very good at predictions and blockchain stats. Let's see. A couple things not very good at. What's up, Frenchy made bullies? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Love your content. Can't wait to. Yeah, I know. I'm with you. I think a lot of people are looking forward to owning their own time, looking forward to working on what they want to work on, and just, retirement doesn't mean you don't work anymore. It just means, it can mean, at least depending on how you interpret it. But the way I interpret it is retirement means that you can choose to work for yourself. You can choose to sell your time, or you can choose to do nothing, or you can choose to do whatever you want to do. It's optionality. It's freedom. And if you want to keep working, once you make mad crypto gains, boom, good for you. If you want to start your own business, you now have the funds. You don't want to do 9 to 5 anymore, you don't have to. So I'm with you, man. I feel you. Like everyone who talks about this stuff, I really do. Special place in my heart for the yearning, the want to be wealthy enough to be the best. You can't be the best version of yourself without owning your own time. I truly believe that. So my second bear market, been hearing a lot of bullish news. 2023. Is it a bull trap? Is it a bad bull trap? There are different kinds of bull traps too. If you want to know more, Million to Moon, great stream yesterday with me. Went over a lot of this stuff. We'll see what happens. 2023. It's like, I think the conclusion from yesterday's stream from his side too was like, worst case 2024. It's a cycle. That's how the cycle works. It's up to you whether you hang on to your coins and you're able to profit. So I would hate to miss another one. I would hate to miss another chance for this and have to wait another 3 years afterwards, just by gambling your coins away and trading, and just, you don't need to do any of that stuff. Just, we have an ecosystem that tells you, lock it up and we'll pay you. Lock it up, lock your Hex up, lock your Hedron, ICOSA, Wats's. We have all these money makers. We have all these money printers. They're here. They're here. You don't have to even try that hard. You just got to save yourself from yourself. Again, another reason, I love HSIs, I love Hedron, but I would not put my retirement bags. I would not make HSIs for the bags that I would rely on in the future, because you can't save yourself from yourself, right? It removes that feature. It gives you the option to trade your stakes, but it removes a key feature from making you, keep in it, making sure you have, it's yours and you can't trade it away. It's just one of those things. Once you understand the system and what we're in it for, it's fantastic. Tortoise Johnny, welcome. Good to see you, man. I've seen a lot of you lately. Appreciate you tuning in. What's your take or feel if Hex bottom? And yeah, Steph did tweet that. I saw that. I have no idea if Hex bottom or not. I think, let's think about why you would want, what information would be useful if Hex bottomed. I guess if you have dry powder and you're waiting to go all in on something, it would be useful to know if Hex bottomed. But if you've seen Hex go from 50 cents to 30 cents to 18 cents to 9 cents to 8 cents to 5 cents to 4 cents to 3 cents to almost a penny, sub 2 penny, and you haven't pulled the trigger yet, I'm not sure a bottom signal is going to help. Like, what's the difference in a 50x and a 30x? Like, a lot of risk going on waiting for a bottom. So I'm not sure if it's that important really to know if Hex bottomed. I would say it's more important to get Hex at a good price. Yeah, there you go. That's the phrase. Perfect is the enemy of good. It's very applicable here. Perfect would be timing the Hex bottom. What if you don't? And good would be, DCAing when Hex is super low. So I just don't think it's that important. I'll say that. Good question, of course, but I just don't think. You made me think about the psychological angle instead of this direct answer. So I think that's more important. Don't get me wrong, everything has changed the last year and a half. Yeah, man. Following Richard for 6 years now, pretty much 6 years, give or take a few months. And I followed him for a couple years. I was new to crypto when I started following him. I learned a lot about crypto, which was perfect at the time. And then I started learning a lot about life. I read Scivive on the airplane, unedited, all that stuff. I was like, whoa, this guy's even more incredible than I thought. And just the thirst and the want for knowledge kept me with Richard. And then he's like, oh, I'm doing a coin. I'm like, oh, CFD token. Ew, I don't know about that. Like, it's a thing. I guess it solves a problem, but I remember even back then it was not super exciting. And then he's like, oh, never mind. Bitcoin Hex. Okay, what's that about? CD, you stake it, you earn interest, watching hundreds of hours of streams. I'm like, all right, I like you. I'm in. And then it comes out and just amazing stuff happens. And that's the story right there. So a lot of people, million to the moon. I'm pretty sure he said he put his life savings or he went all in. However, I can't remember exactly the way he put it. He said a couple times. I've had him on the stream a couple times. And he's like, this is it, man. Like he put all his money in it. Reminds me on the documentary, the guy's like, I put all of our house money in. I was like, oh, hope he didn't do that at 50 cents. Like, and even if he did, you got to wait longer. And I mean, hopefully he's got all the funds to keep up with the payments. Of course, hopefully he did that responsibly. All the house money. What does the house money mean? Does that mean the money you're setting aside to pay off the house, or the money you need to pay on the house? Hopefully he's in a very good financial state right now, and he's just waiting like the rest of us for Hex to go back up and him to claim his throne. So I want to get to rentals, baby. Let's go. You want it like real estate? Is that what you wanted to get into? Sorry, I didn't get the context on it. Thank you, sir. 90% dip. That's what I'm saying. Perfect is the enemy of good. It's like, once it goes below 5, it's like, how much? I was gonna say the other day, greedy. Every time somebody calls me, I'll post a TikTok or something of some short of Richard, and all the fancy clothes, talking about all this stuff, and be like, oh, look at that greedy. He's greedy as F, all this stuff. And I'm just like, I cannot think of a legit use of the word greedy anymore. Like, what does it mean? Like, how can you, like, even, like, what is greedy? What does it even mean? It's such a self-limiting term. Like, do you tell kids not to be greedy when they won't share their toys? Or if they try to eat too much, or they try to, like, how would you tell, what would be a conversation you would tell an adult about being greedy, and there'd be some kind of good lesson in it? Like knowing when to quit when you're ahead. You got too greedy, and then, like, maybe this is an example. Maybe the only legit way we could use greedy these days that I can think of within this context is trying to figure out a Hex bottom and only buy at the bottom. The perfect enemy of good thing. Maybe that's greedy. Maybe there's like a lesson in that, but greedy is just greedy is just the word that people use because they can't handle rich people, I think. So it's just not a good word anymore. But maybe, looking for a bottom when something's already down 90%, maybe that's a greedy action you could learn from, I guess. Again, not hating on you French and Maple bullies at all. Not you. I mean, it's a great question. You just got me thinking about this type of stuff. So risk versus reward. Yeah, like I said. Yep. Y'all got me on a tangent. I'm going to go back to, ChatGPT is not going to give a lot of good crypto information right now. It will write tweets, though. Let me do this before we go back to Richard's stuff. Right. 10 detailed. Let's see. Let's do this. Write me a tweet storm about why Richard Hart is the best founder in crypto. see, it's got to be able to do this well. It can do a lot of things, but can it do it well or not? Let's see. And while we're waiting, I'll go back to this one. Just looking. I like to just browse through articles, you know. I did the down the rabbit hole thing about Hex. I thought about doing one with PulseChain. Let me know if you think that'd be a good idea. I think the rabbit hole and Hex did pretty well. I basically pretended to be someone who didn't know anything about Hex or Richard, and I was just Googling, and I'll go through articles and try to independently evaluate them, just see what new people see when they search for Richard and Hex and PulseChain. I didn't touch on PulseChain much though. So let me know if you think that would be a good video. I might do a down the rabbit hole in PulseChain and just see, and PulseX, I'll probably cover that too, and just see what new people see. And it just helps give you context, you know, helps get you outside that bubble and just be able to understand what new people are looking at when they go search about these products that you like so much. Richard Choulet. That's a very, must be a Joe Dirt and Joe Dierte. Don't try to church it up, boy. Richard Choulet. Like that. He's CEO of Hex. That's got to be a funny article, but it's a little bit old, so I won't cover it. I was just trying to look for some 2023 stuff. If I want to do that, I should probably type in the date, shouldn't I? Wonder if Richard would ever come on the show. I get why he wouldn't, because he doesn't get anything from it. It's kind of like there's no benefit. I'm trying to think about how he would think about it. Of all the things to do with this time coming on my show or any other Hexagon show for that matter, what does he get from it other than talking to the community? And if you're going to do that, you should probably go on one of the bigger channels like, you know, Hexologist or Crypto Coffee. Think, you know, people like that. So for me, you know, personally, would it feel good for Richard to come on the show? Of course. But I would almost feel like, why? Like, if you want to do it because you want to do it, that's cool. But it's not like, it's not going to help anything. Like, nobody's going to benefit outside of me and the few people in our community, I guess, from seeing him on the show. So Hexagon. Yeah, you know, there was a documentary came out, and I go to the website, and you got to pay for each episode. It's not like $2. It's easy to buy. I don't get it. I'm glad somebody made some content, but I wish it was packaged in a way that was easy for me to buy and consume. If you were like, okay, $50 to watch the documentary, I'd probably pay it. It's a little much, you know, but I'm just saying, if I got to buy $25 an episode, geez, man, like, who is buying these episodes too? We're such a small community. I don't think a lot of people are going to buy those episodes. So I wish it was easier to watch that. I would like to watch the new documentary that came out. I've heard good things, but it's just, how do I do it? So Goodreads, if you all haven't read Scivive, you should read Scivive. If you have read Scivive, or you've read some of it and just want to help out its rating, which is pretty good so far. I added a lot of these quotes. I'm sure other people did too, but we got a bunch of quotes on there. If you want to go here, go to goodreads.com. I'll just throw the link here in case anybody wants to go and write a review if you like Scivive. I'm sure that would be great. You see, SJ wrote one. A bunch of people wrote reviews. So get a copy Amazon. I don't think it actually has it on Amazon. Yeah, right. The documentary thing, it's like, and again, it's not even easy to do. Can you just put it all in, you know, like a 4-hour download so I can watch it? I would just wish it was easier to watch. That's all. Richard will definitely come on your show. Yeah, I've been trying to get a lot of dudes and dudettes on the show as well. I got Crypty Girl coming on the show Friday, and she was in the documentary. She was the girl. She has a couple scenes in the trailer documentary. She was in the documentary, so I want to talk to her about that as well on the show. Yeah, maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll come on. Maybe I've got to get like 20 or 30K subs. And then he'll be like, yeah, maybe it's worth coming on. I got to be one of the bigger streamers, maybe. Not saying I need to do that. I'm just saying that would probably help him, make it easier for him to think that it was worth the time to come on because, broader distribution. Again, nothing personal against me. I'm sure he wouldn't be like, I'm sure he would be okay with the content I produce, I would think, but he would just want a distribution, right? He'd want a reason to come on. That's why he goes on Hexo's show. And I mean, Hexo's been around forever, close with him as well. So I guess that's another point. B3 through June. No, dollar cost crypto saying Valentine's Day. Hard to say. Mainnet September. I think DCC also said mainnet in the fall. So we'll see. Who just buy one time all in? That would be funny if somebody just came across X and just had all this dry powder and they just, they sold all their SHIB at the top and they're like, what's the next 10,000 X coin I can get into? X.com. Save yourself. Brandy's my girl. That's you made me want to watch the show now. That's actually a good movie. It's a good movie. Brandy. That was like a podcast before podcast deal. That was pretty cool. Talk radio. It's complete. They're pitching in streaming services. Oh, on the highest of 6. Yeah, it's done. As far as I know, Richard said he watches it. He shows it to girls he hangs out with and stuff. Hey, you want to watch my movie? Not that he needs more lines and more pickup stuff, but yep, that's true. They are trying to get somebody to buy it. Wish they would just give it away, launch it, do it. But I'm sure they're going to pull it off well. No worries on the distribution side. Charles Stark, welcome, sir. Are you going to do any ratio trading with the copies? I've thought about it back and forth. I don't know. I think I'll be very excited. I could see myself making some small trades, but I don't have any master I'm going to trade all my PulseX for Pulse, or I'm going to trade my PHEX for this, or I'm going to trade all my PulseChain for PHEX because I know it's going to be a great deal because everyone's wanting to dump it. Or some people think that. I'm not sure anything's going to dump really because Richard Hart ecosystem and people know he has big brain in crypto, and why would you want to get rid of your money printers, right? So I don't know. I'm not planning any big trades. I'll say that. Of course, it'd be nice to poke around, see what the ratios are, see if you can find some crazy wicks here and there. But nobody knows what anything's going to be worth. So why risk what you already know, what you already have? Kind of my thinking on it. There are audiobooks for Scivive. Are we talking to somebody here? Yeah, they're definitely audiobooks for Scivive. SJ wrote them or recorded them. So definitely should check that out. Art Moracle. I feel like that's a pun on Oracle somehow. Or maybe the sister's name. Congrats either way. PulseX testnet has 10 million limit for staking. Was it really? PulseX has 10 million limit for staking. What is the reason? I wouldn't think there'd be any limit. I feel like I've heard Richard talk about limits on staking, and I thought his response was there aren't any. If I remember correctly, this is just me from piecing it together from sure months and months ago, but if I had to guess, I would say on mainnet there wouldn't be a limit. Maybe on testnet, they were just testing things. Maybe they were trying to prevent some some denial of service attacks or something like that they thought may happen. So they put some limits, put some thresholds on stuff, but yeah, I wouldn't think there would be a limit on staking, especially 10 million. Like I don't think it's very much for those high supply coins. I'm gonna wrap it up soon, guys. I've been going 36 minutes, and I need to relax today. I've been streaming so much, but I've been excited too. Just this ecosystem is crazy. I love it, but I should really relax more. I've been clipping like crazy. Oh my gosh, I have so much content. I have like content until I'm almost filled up March now. Like I'm about to fill up April. So every day, 1, 2, 3 videos until April-ish. Appreciate it, Drew Step. Thank you for that. I do try to give back to my community. This would be interesting, Hex streamers. Yeah, like I said, it's like, what's the benefit? What's the benefit? He's just coming up, saying hi to us, and I'd rather him go. I mean, really, if I'm thinking about what's good for spreading Hex awareness and PulseChain and stuff, I would rather him go on BitBoy or Ivan on Tech or Joe Rogan or Alex. I'd rather him go there than come on my show, because that's going to make a bigger impact. Selfishly, I'm like, yeah, of course I want Richard to come on my show, but outside of it being a crazy cool thing, that's not going to make an impact him coming on my show. But invitation's always open, Richard, if you happen to be watching. Dude, it is. It's legit, especially if you're a coder too. Very, very cool. It'll write code for you, save you a lot of time. Looking at Famous, it'd have mechanics to pump Hex numbers, we would imagine. Those guys have been busy. I love that they're actually showing stuff, and they're building stuff, and they have the read-only wallet thing, and they're building, man. They're building. So a lot of people like their products, and a lot of institutional. They seem to have a lot of institutional type products and margin and things that are missing currently from the ecosystem. So we certainly hope they pump air bags. Thank you, Ted Gash. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate your good comments and you showing up and doing all that stuff. Yeah. I'm going to sleep it won't be too long. I go to bed pretty early. But yeah, appreciate y'all. I'll leave you with that, with the Richard Hart. Is this an NFT? I guess it's an NFT. It's on OpenSea. But there's an actual one of these too you can buy on Hex Toys or something like that. I do believe. So anyways, everyone, good to see you. Wanted to do this stream. Thanks for stopping by. If you're here, know that I'm here with you in this community. We are hex.com. Save yourself, people. And yeah, glad I had a few people show up, and I could just talk to ChatGPT, talk to the chat, answer a few questions. I think I'll keep doing the Richard Hart AMAs just because, yeah, I think I want to do some more RHMaxi stuff. I think I'm pretty chill as the Maxi goes, but I think I should turn it up every once in a while and just do an AMA. And I'm going to do an AMA. Why not put Richard's name out there and attract people and let them come and talk about him or talk about his products? So it'll be work. What's up, UFO? No worries. Elton John concert. Cool, man. Enjoy Elton for the Hex swap. Yeah, you gotta you gotta slap some stickers or promote it somehow. Scream hex.com, see if Elton hears you. What'd you say, mate? And he's like, hex.com. I don't know why Elton John is Australian now. I just felt like saying it that way. Anyways, UFO, appreciate you too. And everyone, have a wonderful rest of your night. I'm going to give you the outro. Scivive and 5555, everyone.